Yes, people, back again. Another update. We're on the way down to Somerset, checking out our 2 refurb projects. We're in the Jag. We've got 3 people with us in total. Laura's behind the camera. We've got a VIP with us today, a very important person, a VVVIP. Been a few weeks. We've been in Australia, we've been skiing. The weather's awful, and I hope that we're going to be pleased with the progress from when we've been away. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Hello.
Hey.
Yes, Wayne, what are you saying? You alright?
Hi, Rain.
How you doing? You okay?
So we've just done our first walk around. Obviously, like Ed said, it's been a couple of weeks since we've been here due to being on holiday. I think we're both, I feel bad, because normally I'm optimistic and excited to see it, and you're pessimistic, but I think this time you're right, aren't you?
I win. Not that I wanted to win.
Maybe a little disappointed that not as much has happened as we wanted to. So obviously, since we were last here, it's been plastered and a couple of rooms have started being painted. But we've got a couple of niggles, haven't we?
Yeah, I think it's frustrating for us as developers. Obviously, we really want to move fast. And I don't know what I expected, because I knew, and I keep tabs on the lads, I knew the plastering had only just finished, and therefore, well, to be honest with you, there's still bits that have yet to be plastered. So whilst he's told me it's finished, it's annoying because people have got to come back, and that's different trades as well. It's not just one trade. So we've got to get the carpenter or the chippy back to put some boards up on some boxing out that needs to be done. We then need the plasterer to come back once he's done. And when we're relying on different trades, they've got other jobs on the go, so it becomes very bitty. They might, for example, we might not get the carpenter back till next week, and then we might not get the plasterer back for like a week after that.
Just slows us down.
So it really slows it down, really slows it down. And when he said that obviously we've done the all the plastering, I really wanted all the plastering to have been done, which is not the case. It looks like the plumber, again, which I was aware, really hasn't been here either. And I think for us and for me, I really want quite a tight schedule where people are literally just following each other through. And in reality, we're learning that's not definitely how it actually comes into fruition. There's some other little niggles that we're not too happy about downstairs. Obviously, it's nice to see progress. There's been progress made, but bearing in mind it's been probably 4 weeks and we're trying to develop and run at a fast level, I don't think it's quite pleasing.
I was ready to stage. So we're going to do a quick tour of the house now. We'll show you some of the progress and some of the things we're not happy with. So room number 1, as you can see, the plastering is complete in here, which is fabulous. It's starting to take shape. We've also started on some of the second fix carpentry, so some of the door frames and skirts are going on. However, there's been no movement on any of the plumbing and bathrooms or en suites. Also, our tiles that we can't decide if we love or hate. Gonna need some Brillo on these.
So similar to room 1, obviously been fully plastered, second fix carpentry has started. However, in this room, we have noticed an issue. There's damp coming in from the top, and we're able to quickly identify exactly why from the outside, which I'll go out and show you now. So the mold patch, the damp patch is happening from the other side of this wall at that ceiling height. So you can see 2 faulty things here really. Obviously the down drain pipe is not connected at the top, so water's erratically spraying everywhere. But I think more importantly, if you have a look at that gas pipe that they put in, that copper gas pipe, I think that the water is probably protruding straight through there and into the property, and hence damp and mold growing quite quickly. So need that down pipe sorted and need the copper pipe going through sealed up properly.
We also need to buy some work umbrella hats. So in the kitchen living room space, so this is looking really nice now it's been plastered. Obviously the walls last time by the windows and the doors, the plastering had gone shot. So it looks really nice that we've actually can see a bit of walls and it's looking smoother. If you come through to the kitchen, you'll remember me and Ed made a snap decision to rip off all the tiles a couple of weeks ago. So I definitely think that looks a lot nicer, a lot cleaner, a lot smoother. I'm happy with this room. It looks nice, it's starting to come together. And we've got a little feline friend, obviously. Our first HMO renter is in the building. So I'll go buy some tuna. So bedroom number 3, this was the one that had all the cupboards on that we showed you a couple of weeks ago. Again, not too much development on here, just the plastering done, so it's starting to look smoother. This room also has the ensuite in here. So this one's also been plastered, so a little nice separate ensuite. A little room, but I think there's really nice bathroom space in here.
So something we're disappointed about is this large wall hasn't been plastered, and neither has the ceiling to this corridor, which we did agree to do, so I had to chase up why that's not been done. Straight through into bedroom 4. Now, beyond the plastering, you'll start to see this is actually one of the rooms that have been painted, which is really nice because obviously it's painted bright white. You really start to get a feel for the space when it's large, bright, airy and spacey. It feels good. So yeah, that's pretty much all been done in this room, but it's good.
So bedroom number 5, this is definitely our favourite room. This is the huge spacey one. Can't wait for the media wall. So the reason we haven't gone over this yet is because we've had to tank the bay upstairs. So that's not been boarded over yet. A little concerned with here, a little bit of a discoloration here, so we're not too sure what's going on with that. It doesn't feel damp, but that's something we're just gonna have to flag up. Our little cat friend's been back. This is his entrance. Not sure how he's got up first floor flight stairs, but come and have a look in the bathroom as well, because that's all been painted as well. Obviously no plumbing has gone in yet, but at least we're starting to get some paint on the walls and it's starting to come alive a little bit more, which is exciting.
So this instance here is one that I get a little bit frustrated at because it's really niggly and ends up holding the project quite back. There's a few trades involved here, and that's why it can get pushed back quite a bit and why it's really frustrating. Obviously, we've already not only had the plastering, but also the painting. So you'd expect this to be done, but the reason it isn't is because this waste here needs to be teed into the drainage by the plumber, and it hasn't yet been done. It therefore holds back the boarding going on, and then the plastering, and then the painting. So you can see there's probably 3 or 4 trades involved in this little train, and it's just this tiny segment of this room. So stuff like that is quite frustrating, a little bit niggly, and does end up putting the project back. The Palace. I love this room, man. Executive suite. Nice to see we've got some boarding done for my little reading quarter. I'm sure nobody's going to use, but it looks cool in my head. And then just plastering, painting done up here. It looks a bit nicer up here, doesn't it? I love the way this finish, this ensuite, just kind of falls quite nicely into the room, but we spoke about that before. Little soil drainage waste pipe tucked in under there, goes under there. Again, we've talked about all that before. So yeah, not too much more up here, but looks a bit nicer and tidier. So one thing I've learned, and something that I deeply regret already on this project, is trying to save maybe a few £100 by maybe, in this instance, not plastering certain walls. We've been left with this weird Artex wallpaper, or Artex-E, and it's not a massive problem, but considering we're getting people in here to plaster nearly the whole house anyway, it's just something I really should have just got done. So, the general consensus, what do you reckon, Nor?
Yeah, I think we just expected a little bit more, didn't we? Like, it's looking good, it's coming together, but there's just a few naggly bits that's frustrating, haven't been picked up.
Yeah, I think a few bits we need to relay back that we expected to be done, and I want to be done quickly. I do want things to have progressed more than they have. However, it's still always really nice to see that progress has been done. Again, like I keep alluding to, I'm not expecting the world because we're doing individual trades here, so it is quite bitty. A lot of the time, nobody is here, and some of the time, maybe only one person's here at a time, and then they're waiting for their work to be done before they can release their work. So I appreciate that and acknowledge that, but I think for moving forward and for what we want, we need to calibrate and find a team that's like working like clockwork and super speedy. So it's good that we want more.
Yeah, and I also think like it's difficult because we're managing a project that we're not near to. So a lot of people might buy a house next door and you're just nipping around there. Yeah,
we've got multiple projects.
Businesses, holiday, and we're 2.5 hours away. So
over 50 Airbnbs as well. So yeah, so we're signing off, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you watched it. Like, follow, share, subscribe, back us because we appreciate it. More coming. Anything else?
You know what? He said he wanted to do the sign off, and I knew it was gonna, because I always go, anything else? And he always says at the end, I never know what to say. No, like, share, subscribe, and follow.